Have you ever felt like you're standing there right at the edge of this huge, exciting forest? You're ready for your career journey, but maybe totally unsure which path to even take first.
Yeah, that's a really common feeling.
Right. How do you navigate all those winding trails of tech jobs,
Yeah.
figure out the right opportunities, and actually launch a career that, fulfills you, not just pays the bills?
It is a moment with huge potential,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, often a lot of questions too. The good news, though, is you absolutely don't have to just wander aimlessly or rely on guesswork. There's a clear strategic way to go about this.
Exactly. And that's why this deep dive is really designed to be your compass and maybe your map too. Today, we want to cut through some of that noise and give you a clear direction, moving beyond just, I need a job, to really building a career that has purpose.
Hmm.
Our mission here is to equip you with practical strategies, practical tools for a genuinely strategic job search, turning that career uncertainty into clear, actionable steps you can take.
And this isn't just, theory we're pulling out of thin air. We're drawing directly from Dr. Joseph H.Schuessler's fantastic guide, Launching Your Tech Career, a professional development guide for MIS, CIS, and IT graduates.
Right.
We're focusing specifically on Chapter 10, Strategic Job Search Planning. So this deep dive, it's really tailor-made for anyone in or maybe preparing for an MIS, CIS, or IT role.
Yeah, especially if you're currently in courses like BCIS 4385, Professional Development at Tarleton State University. These insights we're about to unpack, they're going to be directly relevant as you get ready to step into the professional world.
Absolutely. We're going to cover everything from deep self-assessment, which is really about understanding yourself, to doing targeted career research, and then leveraging that crucial professional guidance.
It's all about building a solid, informed foundation,
Huh.
for your entire future in tech.
Okay, but before we really dive into these strategies, just a quick ask.
Uh-huh.
If you're finding value in these deep dives, please hit that subscribe button wherever you listen.
Yeah, that helps others find us too. Totally. And if you know someone else who's navigating their tech career journey, maybe a classmate in BCIS 4385, please share this deep dive with them. Let's build a community of well-informed, strategic learners together.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our journey to a truly strategic job search. It really starts with understanding one crucial element. You.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't just about what you can do, technically speaking. It's fundamentally about what you want to do, what genuinely fulfills you, and sort of what makes you tick in a professional setting. It's like your internal compass.
That's exactly right. It's about making sure that internal compass is pointing in the right direction right from the get-go. And there's
Yeah.
a fantastic tool for this, one that's been around for ages, but is still so relevant. It's the flower petal exercise.
Yeah, from what color is your parachute?
That's the one Richard Bullis classic. Think of it like creating this holistic, kind of multifaceted blueprint of your ideal job, petal by petal. And make sure you don't overlook any crucial aspect. I like that, a blueprint. So what are these petals? How do they help someone, dig deep and find those insights?
Well, there's 7 key petals. Each one represents a really crucial aspect of your ideal work life. And the goal isn't just to list things, but to genuinely reflect,
Okay.
So the first is people environment. And this isn't just, do you like working with people? It's more nuanced, like what kind of team culture, what kind of colleagues do you truly thrive with? Are you energized by super collaborative social teams? Or do you maybe prefer a more independent, heads-down environment?
Right, finding where you get your energy.
Exactly. It's about identifying the energy you gained or lose from those interactions.
Okay, and then there's preferred work conditions. This one seems pretty straightforward, but maybe it's not.
Well, it focuses on your optimal setting. And yeah, it's more than just remote versus in-office. Think about the rhythm. Do you need flexible hours, or are you better with a strict 9 to 5? Do you like highly structured tasks, clear guidelines, or are you happier with more ambiguous self-directed projects where you kind of define the path?
Ah, okay. That aha moment could be realizing a job sounds good, but the actual conditions just wouldn't work for your style.
Precisely. A mismatch there can really drain you, even if the work itself is interesting.
Okay, what's next?
Next up, transferable skills. Now, these aren't just the technical skills, like knowing Python or SQL. These are your favorite skills and strengths, the ones you genuinely love using every day.
Like problem solving or maybe communicating complex ideas?
Exactly. Or strategic thinking, organizing projects, mentoring others. The critical insight here is identifying the skills that truly energize you, not just the ones you happen to be good at. Because that's where you'll find long-term satisfaction and honestly probably where you'll perform best.
That makes sense. Focusing on what you enjoy using. Okay, petal 4.
Petal 4 is fields of knowledge. This asks, what subject areas or industries genuinely excite you? Is it the tech itself, like cutting-edge AI? Or maybe applying tech in a specific area, like healthcare or finance, or even something like sustainable energy or entertainment?
So it's about the what behind the tech.
Yeah. The takeaway is that your passion for a subject area can be just as important as your technical skills in finding a role that keeps you engaged long-term.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5.
Fifth is level of responsibility. What degree of leadership or autonomy are you looking for? Are you most comfortable being a really strong individual contributor, making things happen directly? Or are you aiming for a manager role eventually, where you're guiding teams and making more strategic decisions? This helps you calibrate your ambition for influence and impact.
Got it. And then the practical side.
Right. Petal 6, salary and lifestyle. Obviously important. This isn't just about your basic financial needs, though. It's also about your desired work-life balance. What kind of income and benefits do you need to support the life you want? And, importantly, how much might you be willing to trade off here for other things, like passion or impact from the other petals?
Finding that sustainable balance.
Exactly. That sweet spot.
And the last one. Sounds deep.
It is maybe the most profound. Values and goals. What are your core values, your sense of purpose? What long-term aspirations do you want your work to actually support? Is it innovation, integrity, social impact, continuous learning? Maybe work-life integration itself is a core value. This petal connects your daily grind to your deepest personal beliefs.
Wow. Okay, so after reflecting on all of those, what does it look like when someone puts it all together? How does getting that specific really help?
Well, let's take the example from the book An MIS Major. Through this exercise, maybe they discover they really thrive with team-oriented, collaborative colleagues. They want flexible or hybrid work. They realize they love using their analytical and project management skills.
Okay.
They might also find a strong interest in, say, fintech or data analytics, and maybe they know they want leadership opportunities within, like, 5 years. Financially, maybe they're targeting $70,000 plus to start, with clear growth potential. And their core values might be innovation and integrity.
That level of detail seems incredibly powerful. But what's the biggest mistake people make when they try to do this? And how does having this detailed compass help avoid that?
That's a great question. Probably the biggest mistake is being too vague. Or maybe worse, just listing things they think sound good to an employer rather than what genuinely resonates with them.
Ah, okay. Authenticity matters.
Hugely. This personal inventory, it isn't just a wish list. It becomes this powerful, really specific compass for your whole job search. It ensures you're targeting roles in companies that genuinely fit you, your skills, your interests, your values, your preferred environment. It helps you avoid just, blindly applying to everything that looks remotely relevant.
Right. It moves you beyond just getting a job to launching a fulfilling career, one that aligns with who you really are.
Exactly. And besides the flower exercise, there are other great tools, too, to deepen that self-understanding. The U.S. Department of Labor has the One-Net Interest Profiler and Work Values online. It's free, and it's fantastic.
One-Net comes up a lot. What makes it so useful here?
One-Net isn't just a list of jobs. It's more like a dynamic map. It shows you the whole ecosystem of a role, tasks, skills, knowledge, even related jobs you might not have thought of. It can really help you connect your interests to actual careers and articulate why certain things appeal to you.
Okay. And I've heard of personality assessments too, like Myers-Briggs. How do they fit in?
Yeah, personality assessments like Myers-Briggs or maybe some free online alternatives could definitely shed light on your preferred work style. Do you thrive in teamwork, or are you more of an independent problem solver? The key insight isn't about getting a label,
Right.
It's about understanding your natural inclinations and how they might match up or maybe clash with different work environments. And then there are strengths assessments, like Clifton Strengths, which used to be StrengthsFinder.
Ah, yes. Finding your top talents.
Exactly. They help you pinpoint what you're naturally good at so you can articulate what you do best and look for roles where you can use those strengths every day. That usually leads to higher engagement, better performance. These tools don't give you the answer, but they offer different lenses to understand yourself better.
This really brings up an important point for you, the listener. Think about this. Which petal of that flower exercise was maybe the most challenging for you, or the most revealing? Did identifying your core values surprise you, or maybe your preferred people environment? Just pick one insight and consider how it might genuinely influence your job search direction. It's a really powerful exercise if you give it the time. Okay, so once you have that clearer self-profile, that internal compass pointing true north,
Hmm.
the next logical step is mapping out the territory, right?
So exactly.
Taking that self-understanding and matching it to actual career options out there in the real world, this is where the strategic research really kicks in.
Precisely. Now you're gathering intel on industries, specific job roles, the qualifications you need, all to find paths that truly line up with that unique self-assessment you just did. It's about being proactive, not just reacting to whatever job postings pop up.
Finding stuff that genuinely excites you.
Right.
So, where do we even begin with this research? It can feel a bit overwhelming, honestly. There's so much information out there.
It can seem that way, yeah. A great place to start is just to explore roles and industries broadly at first. Don't narrow down too quickly. Read about the different job functions within MIS, CIS, IT. Like, what does a cybersecurity role really involve day-to-day versus data analytics or cloud architecture?
Okay, where do you find reliable info on that?
Resources like the Occupational Outlook Handbook
Mm.
or my personal favorite, again, OneNet Online, they are absolute gold mines for this. You can dive into job descriptions, the skills required, typical salaries, even the projected growth outlook for different positions.
And OneNet lets you search by job title.
Yeah, exactly. Search by keywords like database administrator or IT project manager, and it shows you all the tasks, the knowledge needed, the skills linked to that role, even related occupations you might not have considered. It's incredibly detailed.
That sounds like a good way to start organizing your thoughts, comparing different paths side by side.
It really is. And to take that organization a step further, you might consider using a career exploration matrix. This is basically a comparison tool you create yourself.
Okay, how does that work?
You list potential career options down one side, specific job titles, or maybe broader domains. And then across the top, you list the factors that are important to you. Things like key skills needed, typical qualifications, average salary range, and critically, how well it aligns with your values and preferred culture from your flower exercise.
Could you walk us through an example, maybe comparing two different tech roles?
Sure, yeah. Let's compare, say, a data analyst role with an IT project manager role. For the data analyst row in your matrix, key skills might be SQL, Python, maybe data visualization tools like Tableau, plus strong critical thinking. Qualifications often look like a BBA in MIS or a related degree. Maybe a data analytics certification is helpful. Median salary, entry to mid-level, might be around $75,000. And the values culture fit column might say. Analytical, detail-oriented, often works in collaborative business teams, values accuracy, data-driven decisions.
Got it. And then for the IT project manager row.
Okay, for IT project manager, key skills would lean more towards team leadership, maybe agile or scrum methodologies, familiarity with scheduling software like MS Project, and really strong communication skills. Qualifications often require a BS in CIS or MIS, and a PMP certification project management professional that's often desired, especially mid-level. Median salary there is typically higher, maybe around $95,000 mid-level. And the values culture fit. Likely leadership, coordinating diverse teams, thrives in a faster-paced environment, values organization, clear communication, hitting deadlines, meeting objectives.
Wow, okay. So laying it out like that really helps you visualize where that sweet spot might be for you personally. Aligning your interests, skills, and values with what the jobs actually entail. It's almost like an informed decision-making tool.
Exactly. It helps you evaluate which roles genuinely fit your unique profile, making your choices much more deliberate.
Makes sense.
Okay, moving on. Another critical piece is to read industry publications and reports. The tech and business world changes so fast, you need to stay current.
Right. Things are always evolving.
Totally. So if you're interested in cloud computing, follow publications like Wired, TechCrunch, maybe IE Spectrum. If business strategy excites you, dive into Harvard Business Review or MIT Sloan Management Review.
Cool.
For IT management or development, magazines like CIO Magazine or InfoWorld are great.
And what about broader trends?
Definitely check out industry reports, things like the LinkedIn Workforce Reports or CompTIA's IT Industry Outlook. They give you real-time data on which skills are really in demand, hiring trends. Staying current isn't just about knowing stuff, it's strategic foresight. It helps you anticipate where the opportunities are going to be.
That makes perfect sense. Knowing where the industry is heading helps you steer your own career direction. What about getting some, real-world exposure beyond just reading articles?
Ah, yes. That's where attending events and engaging with professional communities comes in. There's absolutely no substitute for firsthand exposure.
Like career fairs.
Definitely attend your university's career fairs, like
Right.
the ones Tarleton's Career Services puts on.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
invaluable. But also seek out local professional meetups. For example, if you're an MIS student, maybe attend a local ISACA chapter meeting if you're interested in IT audit or cybersecurity. Or find a data science meetup.
Hackathons too.
Hackathons, industry conferences, many offer student rates. These events let you see what professionals actually do day to day. You hear what companies are really looking for. You might even discover niche careers you never knew existed.
And learn how the same job title can mean different things.
Exactly. You might learn, for instance, that business analytics in a healthcare company is really different from the same title in a finance company. Different tasks, different tech, maybe even a different pace.
That's a huge insight. It's easy to assume a job title is universal, but context is everything. Okay, so once you've done this research, identified some potential paths, how do you tailor your approach and figure out if you have any gaps?
That's the next strategy. Identify qualifications and gaps. As you research these roles, start making notes of the common qualifications employers are asking for, specific programming languages, certifications, specific types of degrees.
Okay.
This helps you in two really critical ways. First, you'll know exactly how to tailor your resume and your LinkedIn profile to highlight the qualifications you already have that match those roles.
Makes sense. Show them what they want to see.
Right. And second, just as important, you'll clearly identify any skill gaps you might need to fill to be a really competitive candidate. For example, if you keep seeing SQL and Tableau proficiency listed for business analyst roles and you know you're weak there,
Then you know what you need to learn.
exactly. You can then plan to take an online SQL course or work through a Tableau tutorial project or find some other way to gain those skills. It's about being proactive in your own development.
That feels really practical and empowering. Okay, so for you, the listener, here's a quick activity prompt from the source material. Pick one target role and one company that genuinely interests you right now. Use OneNet or LinkedIn or company websites to research them. Then, just write a short profile. Role X at company Y, key responsibilities I see, required skills they list, what really appeals to me about it, and maybe what skills or experience I still need to gain. Doing this exercise will immediately clarify how that role matches your profile and what concrete next steps you might need to take. Okay, so we've assessed ourselves, we've mapped out the options, but career planning isn't something you do in a vacuum, right? The final crucial piece seems to be getting guidance.
Absolutely, that's a vital point. Trying to navigate all this alone is like trying to cross that vast forest we mentioned earlier, but without a guide or even a map sometimes. Professional guidance offers expert advice, critical feedback, and just invaluable support that could seriously accelerate your journey.
So where do you find these guides?
There are several key sources you should definitely tap into.
First up, maybe the most accessible for students are career counselors or advisors, like the ones at university career centers, including right here at Tarleton. These are often underutilized resources.
They are an absolute treasure, seriously. Your University Career Center is such a fantastic starting point. They offer one-on-one counseling, they'll review your resume, they run workshops on interviewing, all sorts of things.
Can they help with those assessments we talked about?
Yes, a career counselor can administer some of those formal assessments, like interest inventories or personality tests. But more importantly, they can help you interpret the results in the context of the current job market. They're also excellent at helping you explore options, answering that classic question, what can I really do with a BBA in MIS?
Or help you weigh pros and cons?
Definitely. They can provide tailored feedback on your resume or your portfolio to make sure it really speaks to the jobs you want. And if you're wrestling with a big decision, like choosing between IT consulting versus maybe software development, a counselor can help you weigh the pros and cons based on your personal profile. Their objective, experienced perspective is incredibly valuable.
Okay, so beyond the University Career Center, how else can aspiring tech pros find their guides? This is where networking comes in, right? Professional networks seem critical, but honestly, it often feels daunting. How do you actually leverage them effectively?
Yeah, networking is a cornerstone of career success, no doubt. But it's maybe not as daunting as it sounds once you have a strategy. Your professional networks are absolutely invaluable. Think about connecting with alumni, maybe through LinkedIn groups or attending alumni panels your university hosts.
People who've been where you are now.
Exactly. And they're often really eager to help because chances are someone helped them along the way. The key isn't just to collect connections like baseball cards. It's about building genuine relationships.
So it's not just about hitting a certain number of connections on LinkedIn.
Oh, far from it. A really powerful strategy here is conducting informational interviews.
What does that mean exactly?
It means reaching out to professionals who are in roles or working at companies that interest you.
Yeah.
You're not asking for a job that's key. You're asking for maybe 15, 20 minutes of their time just to learn. Learn about their career path, what their daily work is really like, any insights they have into their industry.
What kind of questions should you ask?
Ask open-ended questions. What's a typical day like for you? What skills do you see becoming most critical in your field in the next 5 years? What do you enjoy most about your role? This is how you gain those nuanced insights you just can't find online. Plus, you build relationships and maybe, just maybe, uncover hidden opportunities down the line.
Where do you find these people?
Many universities, like Tarleton, have alumni directories or platforms that can help you identify people to connect with. LinkedIn is obviously huge for this too.
That sounds incredibly practical. What about finding mentors? Is that different?
Mentorship is usually a longer-term thing. It's more of a sustained, reciprocal relationship that often evolves naturally from some of these initial connections you make. A good mentor can offer ongoing guidance, maybe open doors for you, provide really critical feedback as you navigate your early career.
So networking isn't just a one-time thing when you need a job.
Absolutely not. The return on investment for effective networking and mentorship, it's exponential. It far outweighs the initial effort. It's how you learn the unwritten rules of an industry, discover opportunities sometimes before they're even publicly posted, and start building your reputation as someone who's connected and engaged. The biggest mistake is waiting until you desperately need a job to start building your network. It really needs to be an ongoing relationship-building process.
Wow, we've covered so much ground today in this deep dive into strategic job search planning. We went from uncovering your inner compass with self-assessment,
The flower exercise and other tools,
right, to mapping your external opportunities through research.
using things like ONET and that career matrix idea.
And finally, finding those trusted guides, counselors, network contacts, mentors who can really help illuminate the path ahead.
This truly is about empowering you, the listener, to take control of your own career journey, moving from that feeling of uncertainty to having clear, actionable direction. Every step you take in self-discovery and targeted action really does bring you closer to landing that ideal role for you.
Absolutely. And if you found this deep dive valuable today, please do subscribe to the deep dive wherever you're listening. And maybe share it with friends, classmates, especially anyone in BCIS 4385 or just anyone who could benefit from these insights as they navigate their own career path.
Yeah, let's keep building this community of informed learners together.
So as you think about your own next step, here's a final thought. What's one immediate action, big or small, that you can take today to move just a little bit closer to your ideal tech career?
Remember, your career is a journey, and every single step you take today builds the future you imagine. Keep learning, keep growing, and go make it happen.